welcome to the InfoWars Nightly News. I'm your host, Jakari Jackson. It's March 5th, 2014, and here are our top stories.
Tonight, another northeastern state ramps up for registration and confiscation. And in Canada, who needs a law? Mounties declare certain rifles illegal over the objections of elected officials. Then, can the government evict you from your own home simply because you're not on the grid? All that and more on tonight's InfoWars Nightly News.
And welcome back. Our top story tonight, showdown. Maryland to target over 100,000 citizens with gun confiscation. This by Paul Joseph Watson. The new law would link gun registry with a criminal database, with new troopers set to be hired to enforce door-to-door visits of illegal gun owners. Let's stop right there. Illegal gun owners, door-to-door visits, everything they said would not happen. We're not going to register to confiscate, but that's exactly what's happening here. Proof positive that registration does lead to confiscation in the United States of America. Because we saw Hurricane Katrina, they said, oh, that was some anomaly that will never happen again. But now they know where the guns are. Even if they don't know where the guns are, they want to go door to door. If you're suspected of having a gun, they want to come knock on your door and see, hey, Mr. Jones, Mr. Smith, Mr. Johnson, do you have a gun inside your residence? Can we take a look? New legislation is being considered by the Maryland House of Delegates that would allow police to run checks of the state's gun registry against a criminal database at least twice a year at the cost of $300,000. So there it is right there for everybody who is skeptical. There it is. Even if you were on the fence, if you were one of the people who really wanted, quote, reasonable gun restrictions, this is a wake-up call for you. All right, this isn't time for I told you so's. If you're on the fence, if you're on the wrong side of this debate, you need to get on the right side of this debate. You see what they're trying to do. We see the mayors against illegal guns. They want registration confiscation. Maryland wants registration confiscation. Connecticut wants registration confiscation. And we need to get rid of these laws, get rid of this legislation so we don't end up, might I say, like Canada. Because in Canada, we have Mounties overriding civilian rule to arbitrarily ban and confiscate firearms. The Royal Canadian Mounted Police are acting on their own authority to arbitrarily reclassify, ban, and ultimately confiscate certain rifles. The RCMP made good on its past threats and turned tens of thousands of Canadians into criminals overnight when they reclassified the Swiss Arms Classic Green Carbine. And it's a lot like what's going on here in the States, because they say, we don't like your rifle because it has a pistol grip on it, or we don't like that your rifle can have more than 10 rounds in the magazine, or, whatever their deal is at the time. We don't like that your rifle has a sliding stock on it. Whatever, any reason they can do to take away your firearms, that's what they're doing. They're doing it in Canada, and now they're doing it here in the United States, because we see people like Feinstein, all these other gun grabbers, saying that if your rifle has more than one or two military characteristics, we're going to call it an assault rifle. Most of these people can't even tell you what an assault rifle is, because these laws are written by a lot of people. They go see the movies, or they go see something on CNN in the Middle East where guys are using fully automatic AK-47s. I challenge people to go to a big box store here in the United States of America and find a fully automatic AK-47. You're not going to find it. You may find it occasionally here or there where people trade it in, but most of your guns aren't fully automatic, and that's what people are afraid of. So registration does lead to confiscation. If you live in Canada, God be with you. If you live up in the northeastern states, if you live in Maryland, if you live in Connecticut, do what you can to fight these gun confiscation measures. Tell them, come and take it. I'm not turning in my guns.
The globalist social engineers are not just targeting us with propaganda. They are manipulating our genetics. We are being targeted at every level by estrogen mimickers that lower our testosterone and other hormones and natural compounds that the body needs. After consulting top doctors, nutritionists, pharmacists, and others, we have developed what I believe is the ultimate non-GMO organic super male vitality formula sourced from powerful organic herbs and then concentrated for maximum potency. Super Male Vitality was developed to activate your body's own natural processes instead of using synthetic chemicals. Super Male Vitality by InfoWars Life is so powerful that I only take half the recommended dose. For a limited time, we are offering 15% off Super Male Vitality at InfoWarsLife.com to introduce you to this powerful supplement. Visit InfoWarsLife.com today to secure your Super Male Vitality at InfoWarsLife.com.